With great power comes great responsibility. Or sometimes it just comes with even more power. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 overpowered video game characters. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at characters who are too powerful for their narrative continuity to the point where it feels like they're never being challenged.
Wait!
Number 10, Dante, Devil May Cry series.
What a big surprise.
With gaming's most brutal private detective due to make his return in early 2019, it's worth remembering just how overpowered Dante really is. This half-demon monster hunter wields brutal weapons, his two pistols, Ebony and Ivory, and his supernatural sword Rebellion, which are capable of obliterating anything that gets in his way. And if that wasn't enough power, his demonic hybrid can also activate the Devil Trigger power-up, making him even deadlier. He defeats many hellish bosses with ease, and is even capable of taking beatings from Nero's robotic arm that would definitely be fatal for anyone else.
And now, my soul is saying it wants to stop you!
Number 9, Thrall, Warcraft series. Raised a slave by a group of humans after his parents both died, Thrall eventually became the hero and leader the orcs needed as a formidable war chief. Forced to fight as a gladiator and then dedicating his life to freeing the other orcs from the internment camps where they were kept, Thrall is one of Warcraft's most interesting and prominent characters.
The elements remain silent, Agra. How can I help them if they won't speak to me?
He's also majorly overpowered, a master of combat, strategy, and a shaman with a vast army at his disposal. He was even called upon to help take down Deathwing, the enormous, monstrous dragon terrorizing the world. Number 8, Cole McGrath, Infamous series.
No, not just yet.
The sole survivor and accidental culprit of a terrorist attack on his home, Empire City, the mysterious device he was supposed to be delivering imbued Cole with electric powers.
Kessler told me about you. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Over the course of the first 2 games in the series, Cole reaches a godlike level of power, even able to summon lightning strikes down from the sky at will. Number 7, Doom Guy, Doom series. Few people can take on the entire population of Hell and live to tell the tale, but the main character of the Doom games does it without even breaking a sweat. Doom Guy is so badass he doesn't even need a name for us to recognize the serious power he wields. The only person left on Mars to save humanity from the hordes of monsters and demons coming through a literal portal to hell, Doom Guy takes his superpowered arsenal of weaponry to the extreme. Even Satan himself wouldn't stand a chance against this lone soldier and his trusty shotgun. Number 6, Bayonetta, Bayonetta series.
Let's dance, boys!
On paper, a witch with magic hair doesn't sound all that powerful, but that's exactly the wrong thing to think about Bayonetta. She's on the wrong side of both the Angels of Paradiso and an army of demonic entities, and manages to defeat them all with the 2 guns in her hands, 2 guns on her heels, and an array of acrobatics. not to mention to use her hair to summon all kinds of fiends to do her bidding. She's so overpowered that some Smash players have tried to get her banned from competitive play, as she's so easy to dominate with.
Enough talk, goddess. Don't mess with a witch.
Number 5, Galen Marek, Star Wars The Force Unleashed series. It only makes sense that Darth Vader's protege would be obscenely powerful to be considered worthy of his master, as well as the fact he goes by the name of Starkiller. His achievements mean he's arguably the most formidable character in the entire Star Wars universe, undertaking feats that other characters in the movies find incredibly difficult. He brings down an entire Star Destroyer with the Force, which puts Luke's retrieval of his lightsaber in Empire Strikes Back to shame, as well as killing deadly Rancors left, right, and center, something else Luke certainly struggles with. Finally, he has that classic Sith power of being able to shoot lightning to his heart's content.
I let you live.
Number 4, Azura, Azura's Wrath. Being framed for the murder of your beloved Emperor, having your family murdered, and then being banished to hell for 12,000 years is enough to piss anyone off. That goes tenfold with Azura, who also happens to be one of the 8 Guardian Generals, making him a rage-filled monster. In his quest for vengeance, Azura will literally kill everybody, going after a slew of demigods he blames for what happened to him. He's so angry he's able to channel the power of Mantra, which is generally only available to people who sacrifice thousands of human souls all by himself, and uses this to get his revenge. Number 3, Kirby, Kirby series. The ability to gain the powers of anybody you eat would be at worst horrific, and at best bizarre in any other game other than a Kirby game. Kirby, despite looking like a harmless pink ball, is capable of devouring and absorbing the abilities of any and every enemy in his path, and won't stop until they're all defeated. This has led him to single-handedly taking down some truly terrifying villains. He's got more attacks than you can shake a stick at, and it's easy to feel bad for his foes as he literally eats them alive. Number 2, Kratos, God of War series. He killed so many of the Greek gods that he had to be moved for his 2018 installment to start making his way through the Norse ones instead. Kratos was already Ares' favourite and the most formidable Spartan warrior of his day, but once he started taking down the deities, his power took on a life of its own. The boss fights may not be easy, but the fact that Kratos is capable of even standing a chance of murdering the pantheon of gods makes him ridiculously overpowered, not to mention the many magical trophies he takes from his victims. Number 1, Maxwell, Scribblenauts series. He may not be the most physically intimidating character out there, and he'd surely only use his powers for good, but being able to literally bring anything you write into existence is insanely overpowered. anyone in the real world who could do that would absolutely be considered an almighty god, but Maxwell only uses his powers to collect starities. It's lucky that he obtains starities by helping others, rather than by wreaking havoc and taking over the entire world of Scribblenauts and bending it to the will of his doodles. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.